afternoon. It is Sunday the 15th of August. We've just finished our Aiki-Jujitsu, which has a pragmatic focus, and then Combat Jiu-Jitsu, which is sport focused classes. And video I've been wanting to do for a long time, really just to give you the link between the different forms of pragmatism and the sport and the relevance of different aspects. Specifically what I want to look at is why we train with the gi, or the correct name is the dogi, and the relevance, the significance and the crossovers. And I'm going to illustrate that with a technique that we see in lots of martial arts, garami, also called the Keylock, the Americana, arm entanglement. We see it in judo, jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, other things. So the objective of this is not to teach that lock per se, but look at the crossover. So as a basics, I've got Max on his back. What I'm going to do is come in close. I'm going to make a side control, and from my arm behind his head, I grab a hold of his wrist, and I can then make my garami. And that's how you commonly see it in judo, and it is what it is. It's crucially, it's unarmed. At no point did I use his clothing. So to look at this from a sport or a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu perspective, what I would then do, or could then do, is pull out his gi. Okay? I got taught a nice tip recently. When you pull it out, don't just pull it out. Give it a bit of a tug, just to give you a bit more play. I'm going to pass this behind his arm, and then take a hold of it here. Now what this means is I can make the garami with one arm, whereas previously I needed two arms. Now I'm going to need one arm. So this arm can be securing his head, I can be reaching around to choke or whatever else, I can be defending and trying to do nasty things with this arm, but crucially it's the same arm lock, but I'm using his lapel. Okay, now let's make a further link. Max, would you like to put on my fleece? So this is I wear this to work. So it's a common zip up fleece, back on your back there. So Max and I, we've had a tussle, punches have been exchanged, we've tripped on a curb, it doesn't matter. The point is, we've ended up in this kind of situation, okay? Yeah. So I need to get up. I'm going to use my fleece, or his fleece. Same idea, thready, pull it. Now, I could start to look at standing, but now I've tied up his arm. It is a complex skill, but again, it's bridging the gap. So again, we're in this position. He could be trying to do the same thing to me, punch me in the face, trying to elbow me in the face. I've got to get this arm, I've got to get standing. Pull out his fleece, wrap it around the wrist, pull. I can now look to escape whilst that arm is tied up, and I've got the arm lock. So again, I hope that all makes sense. It's only one technique, but I've done it in three ways. I've done it unarmed, with the gi, and then with everyday clothing. And again, the whole point is bridging the gaps. So I hope that's of interest and of use to you, and thanks to my suffering Gookie today.